This is George Peterson. In my opinion, he is the talk of the town, or the toast of the town, I guess you could say, for the lack of a better term. With his recent switch to the 212 division, and then a win in his first show at the Tampa Pro, this is outstanding, and I, for one, would like to use all my power for my channel to promote this guy and to get you guys excited about him. And for the 212 division, sky is the limit, right? Well, you have to think about this guy. Kamal El Garni, he is the 212 Mr. Olympia champion. Is him and Bob Ciccarello up there? I think Bob may have been sweet on him. You see that? I think Bob went in for a kiss. Watch out, Bob. Your boyfriend, Sean Ray, may get a little bit jealous over that. But anyway, I'm not making fun of the gay community whatsoever. I am making fun of Bob Ciccarello. He's a straight man, and I'm accusing him of being gay. And he probably wouldn't like that. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with being gay if you're gay, but Bob isn't. You understand what I'm saying? Anyway, Bob Ciccarello, enough about him. This video has nothing to do about him. This is a comparison between George Peterson and the 212 Olympia champion Kamal El Garni, and I have to say, George can defeat Kamal in this pose here. I have to say, George, he has long forearms. There is muscle on them, and the more you look at George's physique, the more you, I don't necessarily want to say let that slide, but it doesn't look bad in a sense. I mean, Kamal's arms, his forearms are much shorter, but anyway, this isn't a forearm matchup. It's a physique matchup, and Kamal, he looks good. Look at the calves, my soul. They will definitely play a part in this matchup later on. Couple of front shots, I would say George, he may have his hands full with the calves, things of that nature, but I think he would be able to take Kamal for sure. He has an advantage. He has a long lag set up, and it actually makes him look heavier in a sense because he's taller. He's be able to present that lat spread at a higher altitude, I guess you could say. I don't know what I'm on today, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a little bit of a philosophy major, maybe a little bit too sober, if you know what I mean. Let's go to the side development, and this always happens every single time in George Peterson matches. He looks so flat, I think. Not flat, not the muscles, but I think his physique is so flat that he looks massive, like a king cobra from the front. And I'm not saying flat in a sense of his muscles are flat, because they are not. He's full, muscular, for sure. And when you turn to the side, you can see where he is lacking size. Not lacking size, but he's thinner in a sense. His pecs not matching up with Kamal's. I think Kamal would definitely be winning probably both side shots, but it is definitely closer in the side tricep. This is so awesome, and I mention this every single time I see the George Peterson side tricep. Look at his waistline, and that's where he takes the weight from. That's why he looks so big in certain shots. Dave Palumbo mentioned that, how massive he looks. Compare the midsections, guys. George Peterson is so much better in that aspect. Of course, the tricep itself and the chest development, Kamal looks good. And so does the ditto with the chest on George Peterson. I really like this physique of George Peterson. I'm pushing for him. But this is an eye-opener for George. He should look at this and figure out what he has to do. Because that's what he is, guys. He had to do things to win the 212 Tampa Pro. He did that. Now set his sights on Kamal. I'm telling you guys, if anybody can do it, George Peterson can. Now these are a telling tale. The back poses. I mean, yes, Kamal is tilted thusly. You cannot see the silhouette, but let's just say he is matching George on that aspect. It's going to be a blowout. George really needs to work on his glutes, and I am sure that he knows that. He's coming from classic physique, guys, and that wasn't really focused in on. Now, if you just look at George compared to his showing at the Olympia the year prior, his calves are getting bigger. Trust me, he is working on them, so I'm not going to dog him on that. He's definitely working on them, and he does have a little bit of mass there. But when you look at Kamal El Garni's calves, almost too big. You see the size of them? But anyway, aside from that, Let's actually bring another one up. This is from the year prior for Kamal, and there's actually not a good selection of pictures of him when he won the title, which is strange. But you can plainly see if George did develop some glutes. And he can, guys. This is just another mountain for him to climb. And he will do it. He'll come in with striated glutes. And if that happens, I would definitely let the calves slide because he is just destroying Kamal in the width, the V-taper, that back development. Anyway, there is a couple of back shots. And that conditioning comes into play, guys, with the lower back and the glutes this time. Just fantastic. Genetically speaking, lower lat insertions. George could have this one if he dried out. Brings up the calves, of course. He's going to need to do that. But like I said, guys, I'm not going to dog him on that because he is working on the calves. For a gentleman with small calves to show improvement like this, you know he's working on them. And continue to do what you're doing, George. Ab and thigh here. I like the V-taper of George. A much smaller waist to lat, like the waist to lat ratio. Much greater. Kamal, dry as a bone here. Drier than a popcorn fart. Calves actually coming into play a little bit here. Maybe for Mark's Max Muscle or Mark's Max Calves. I love the criticism, guys. Give it to me because you talk to any real judge and they will tell you calves definitely make a difference. Evidently, the IFBB not focusing in on that in the last few events, or the last Olympia anyway. Brendan Curry. But either way, Hadi Chupin probably not the best in that aspect. But this is about these two guys. This is the 212 division, and these guys are stars. These guys are going to make this division go catch on fire. Bring it to the stratosphere of the bodybuilding. I'm telling you, 212 is going to be better than men's classic physique division this year. I'm telling you right now. Because if George Peterson wins the 212 division, people will already know that he's better than Bumstead. But anyway, that's just my opinion, guys. And the most muscular is a pick'em. I blah, blah, blah through the first one. Now we have this one. And I think George from the front can definitely take Kamal. But we know, guys, Kamal's conditioning. The judges would give him this one as is. But guys, George Peterson, I'm a huge fan of his. Sky's the limit for this young man. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this comparison video. Yeah. Kamal El Garni won this one. But it is far from over. George is in the oven. He's cooking. He's burning. He's going to come in with striated glutes. Talk to Chris Cormier. He'll tell you how to get glutes. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this comparison. Hit thumbs up. I make myself laugh sometimes. Hit thumbs up on it, subscribe to the channel, and follow me on Instagram as well. Have a great day.